Hey guys, this is Mike, the Detroit Borg, with a look at the slightly revised SwitchEasy CoverBuddy. So this is the second generation of the CoverBuddy, which is now designed to fit both the iPad 2 and the new iPad. So of course the new iPad is slightly thicker, so they've managed to redesign it just a bit so it fits both models. Now the CoverBuddy is essentially a cover for the back of the iPad, which allows the smart cover from Apple to work with the case. So basically this picks up where the smart cover leaves off. So it protects what the smart cover does not. So, and provides just enough room to allow the hinge of the smart cover to still fasten to the iPad. Now I'm often asked what my favorite cover is for, or my favorite case is for the iPad, and generally I recommend the SwitchEasy CoverBuddy plus the smart cover. So these are both low profile cases, so you get full protection on the entire device. You get the front protected by the smart cover, and you get the back protected by the CoverBuddy. And the great thing about this combination is that this is easy to take off, so you can still use your iPad with the CoverBuddy on, and it provides a little more comfort to the edge of the iPad. The iPad is a little sharp along the edge, so if you're holding it for a long period of time, especially with the heavier third generation iPad, the CoverBuddy does kind of soften the edge a bit. Anyway, so let's take a look at the CoverBuddy. This is available in 11 different colors, all of which coordinate with the existing smart cover, so you can get whatever CoverBuddy you want to match your smart cover, no matter whether it's leather or the polyvinyl, whatever that material is. Now, I have the clear version here. Of course, there isn't a clear smart cover, but of course this works with any smart cover you buy. So anyway, the clear version is the only one that isn't opaque, I believe. I think the other ones are all opaque, so this allows you to see the Apple branding through the case. But in any case, you don't get a lot of accessories here. You just get some dock connector protectors. So here we have color matching dock connector protectors. Of course, these are clear. So the dock connector protectors, as well as headphone jack protectors. I generally don't use those, but they're nice to have, so it keeps those ports lint-free or water-free. Of course, we have some instructions on how to use it. Now, it's a very thin, lightweight case, of course, so it adds almost no bulk to the overall iPad, which is the one reason I really like it. So if we just drop in the iPad, of course, we're turned to the SwitchEasy website right now. It snaps into place. So there you go. Snaps into place pretty easily. You may have to fasten a little tighter here. There you go. So again, you can see that it snaps over the edges and holds on tight. So it's pretty flush. There isn't, there isn't much of a lay-on table design. Actually, there is no lay-on table design at all. Of course, the front is protected by the smart cover. So on the side, you can see there is an opening for the smart cover to interface with the iPad. So all you have to do is bring it next to your smart cover, and you're set to go. So it keeps everything nice and protected. So as you can see, on the side, you have access to your volume rocker, as well as your physical switch, your camera cutout, your sleep-wake button, your microphone, your headphone jack, your speaker, and your dock connector. Another great thing about this case is that it provides plenty of protection along the side. There are almost no gaps. There are only gaps necessary to allow the ports and buttons to work. So of course we have a small cutout for the dock connector, which provides just enough room for your connector or cable. You have just enough room to operate the buttons on the side, plenty of room to operate the sleep-wake button, just enough room for the microphone, and just enough room for the headphone jack, but provides plenty of room for all your headphones to work. Now with everything installed, we can take a look to see how everything works together. So of course we have plenty of room for the hinge to operate, for the hinge of the smart cover to operate. So if you fold this back, you can see that it folds back flushly to the back of the iPad. In fact, the magnets still work, so you can see that although it's not as strong, you still kind of hold on to the back of the smart cover. So if you look at the edge, just to show you can see again, the hinge has plenty of room to operate without obstruction. So of course you can also fold this back into the tri-fold position, and again it still works. It fits flushly, so you can prop it up in landscape mode or typing mode. Now the only visual difference between this and the previous generation CoverBuddy is the fact that the SwitchEasy logo has moved down a bit. So the previous generation had the SwitchEasy logo on the back, and now this has positioned the SwitchEasy logo on the side. So really that's your tip-off on whether you're using the old or new case. So in conclusion, I'm definitely a big fan of the CoverBuddy. It's very lightweight, provides a very low profile, adds to the comfort of holding the iPad, and doesn't really change its form factor overall. Still lightweight, still thin, but adds a little more comfort to the edge of the iPad, so holding it is a little more comfortable. And of course, the smart cover still works just perfectly with the CoverBuddy. Now, the only thing to keep in mind here is that we have this clear one, and there are, of course, some caveats to having a clear case, and that one of them is scratches. So, of course, I have a heavily used one here that's pretty scratched up. So if you want to avoid this, I would recommend getting one of the opaque colors, and you can avoid that problem. So at $24.99, perhaps it's a little steep for, well, it's basically one piece of plastic, but it is high quality. It's designed very well, functions very well, and has done the job for me for the past year. So I can't recommend it highly enough. So that's going to do for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.